All right, here we are, getting close to spring gobbler, spring fishing. Springtime for 25 years was trips to the Bahamas, to the Abacos, out of Hopetown, fishing out of Toulouse Cut and the North Bar Channel. Well, 2018, Hurricane Dorian wrecked everything and destroyed the boat, so there's not a whole lot of Bahamian activity going on, but for 25 years we absolutely wore out the mahi or the dolphin or mahi, the fish so nice they named it twice. So I'm going to pass on a little bit of basic trolling knowledge, and what it has to do is with ballyhoo, naked ballyhoo, and basically the difference between swimming and spinning. Spinning, I'm talking about like this, which is not good. People swear that they've caught fish like that before. I never have, and what it does is it completely wrecks your line, and eventually, if you let it spin enough, it's just going to break when it comes tight. So this can be done with mullet. It can be done with the big cigar minnows or the speedos. It can be done with Spanish mackerel. It can be done with bluefish. Now, we troll medium or medium-large ballyhoo. This right here is kind of a diagram of the top side of a ballyhoo. The first thing I always do with a ballyhoo is I break the bill off flush with the nose. You just put your thumb underneath the nose and twist it downward, twist it upward. It should pop right off. If not, take a pair of wire cutters and just cut it off. The second thing I do is take the ballyhoo and run my thumb down the belly and squeeze all of the guts and the green and the poo and all that stuff. Get that out. Now, this is the basic 100-pound mono pin rig. It works really good. This is a 10-aught. It's a big game fishing hook. Make sure you sharpen it because nothing factory is sharpened the way it needs to be sharpened. So yeah, what you do is there's 1,000 videos to rig ballyhoo on YouTube, so I'm not going to do that. All of them are good, but your basic, like I said, basic pin rig like that. All right, so this is basically the ballyhoo. This is the underside. The most critical part about this whole thing is three different components. When you put the pin, put it dead center underneath the jaw so it comes out right between the eyes in the dead center of the head, and then screw the spring down to where it's flush and tight with the nose. The second thing is when you run your hook out of the underside of the ballyhoo, make sure it is dead center. Now, say you've done that. Naked ballyhoo, it could be either mono or it could be wire. Let it out behind the boat, put it in gear, hold the rod tip down, and it does this. All right, the reason it does that is because the pull of the line is here and not on the head. All right, so what you do is you basically take your fillet knife, go to the hole, and just cut. What that does is it releases the pull from here and puts it on the head. So instead of doing this, it does this. It's unreal how many times you rig the perfect ballyhoo in your mind and then you put it behind the boat and it does nothing but helicopter. Now, sometimes you'll do this, okay, and then it'll go sideways and it'll start to swim a little bit and then it starts to helicopter and then it'll swim and then it starts to, okay, all you need to do is just pull it down a little bit further and you'll see how things kind of, the tension relaxes, the ballyhoo straightens out and everything kind of goes limp. Then you put it down and it starts to swim. That is probably the biggest thing I ever learned about rigging ballyhoo. Now, naked ballyhoo application, you can just put it in, let it out in free spool, put it out behind the boat, put it in gear and set it in the cleat. And if you put it out far enough, it'll dig in and it'll swim right on top of the water. If you want to get it down a little further, take the line, put it a rubber band, a number 64 rubber band on a cleat, or we put clips on the transom. That'll get it down about a foot under the water. Remember, mahi spend their entire lives in the top 100 feet of the water column. So you could be 5 million feet deep, and they're still only going to stay in the top 100 feet of the water column. One of the most effective things that we've done, especially around the full moon, mahi tend to stay a little bit deeper. So we would rig planers, the big number 5 planers, Put 30 to 50 feet of nylon cord, attach it to the cleat, put the planer down, and then use the shower curtain rubber band to get the swimming ballyhoo down further. That'll get it down about 25 to 30 feet, and it's really cool to watch. The rubber band will pop, and then the rod bounces and comes up, and then it starts screaming. So just a little bit of knowledge to pass along. The very basics of making a good swimming ballyhoo. This can be done with either mono or it can be done with wire. The biggest thing, though, more than anything else, the science behind it, is to take the pressure off of where the hook comes out of the stomach and put it on the head. Once you've done this, if you've got it available, sprinkle some salt just on the belly of the ballyhoo. It doesn't, it toughens it up. It doesn't really matter if you do that or not. It'll just make it last a little bit longer before it washes out. But even if you don't have salt, it still lasts a good long while before it starts to wash out. So hopefully this helps. It was one of the best things I ever picked up as far as rigging goes. So let me know in the comments if it's something that you like. But best of luck to you. I got spring gobbler coming up, spring fishing coming up, and hopefully this helps you catch some more fish. It works really good. Mahi, tuna, wahoo if you can get them behind the hook, and actually billfish, sailfish will hit it pretty good too. So best of luck. Hope this helps.